Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to look at a Bauchmann locomotive, as you can see with the box in the background. This is a British Rail Class 24. Now, the Class 24s, there was 151 of these built at Crewe, Darlington and Derby. This is a Type 2 locomotive, part of the 1955 modernisation plan, and this was the forerunner of the Class 25 locomotive, and I have a Class 25 as well. This is an old Hornby Class 25 locomotive, and you can see they're quite similar in appearance. This locomotive in real life had a Sulzer 6 LDA 28, I think it was, Sulzer engine, and these were in service pretty much all over the region except for the western region of the network. So they were built from 1958 to 1961, and this says there were 151 of them in service. Now we're going to put this on the track. I'm going to put her through her paces, and we're just going to show you how reliable this locomotive is. I have three Bauchmann locomotives. One is a warship Class 42, one is the Class 37, and this is the other one. And my experience with the Bauchmann diesels, it's been pretty good. They all run really well, very reliable. So just looking at the model here, it's not bad. Some nice detail on this locomotive. As you can see, it's in the early British Rail livery. This is the second crest or totem that British Rail had. She's D5100 is the running number. You see a builder's plate there below it there. This locomotive has swing buffers. Little grab irons on the front there. Now it comes with a wealth of detail, this model. Obviously it doesn't have the head code box that this Class 25 has. You see it's 4P54. So this one comes with all the little holes in the body to place the route indicators, like discs that go on the front, and those gave the information that guys on the track needed, or as to where it was going, what it was working, that kind of thing. There's kind of grills on the body there, little hatches. There's the bogies there, pretty good detail on it. Little wipers. And I think it has the blue star on it somewhere. I know these locomotives had the blue star, which, oh yeah, there is. The blue star is just there. It's very hard to see it. Blue star meant it was multiple working, so you can have Class 24 like this coupled up to another diesel locomotive, and this would be operating the second locomotive behind it, just for increasing power, reliability, that kind of thing. So as I said, we'll pop this on the track and we'll have a look at her running. I came across a website a number of years ago entitled 2D53, and it's full of photographs and information covering basically in the 1970s from Chester to Holyhead, so really the North Wales coast main line. And I know it quite well because my dad was from Bangor in North Wales, originally from Menai Bridge, but lived in Bangor most of his life. And it covers that stretch of the line from Chester to Holyhead in the 1970s. So around the time that I would have gone over to Wales to visit my grandmother. And really good website. Tons of detail, timetables, track layouts, signalling, loads of colour photographs of the trains, interactive pictures. So if you place the icon on a particular part of the picture, it gives you extra information. So it's really, check that website out, and it features this locomotive, that website, and a few others like the Class 47, Class 25, as we've just seen there, the Metro Camo Class 101 diesel multiple units, Park Royal multiple units, the odd Class 08, 24s and 25s, 47s, and the other locomotive that worked that line in the 1970s was the Class 40. So I want to try and pick up at some stage a Bauchmann Class 40 so I can replicate a scene in North Wales from the 1970s. So I'll tell you what we'll do now is we'll get this on the track. I'm going to put it through its paces. This is definitely one of my most reliable locomotives. So let's have a look at her in action and see what you think. So here she is at the TMD. We'll just imagine this is Chester TMD back in the 70s. And what we're going to do is we're going to work her through all the point work here really slowly. Bring her through various roads, and then out into the main line. I'll put a train behind her, and we'll see how reliable she is. So this is a sound locomotive, and she has lights as well. So if I run the camera back out, we look down here at the Harvey Select, she actually is programmed, her address is 24, so that's handy. So let's fire up the lights and the sound and see how we go. Let's see now. So she's going through the running sequence here now. Just going to fire into action. Let's turn on the lights. Yeah, you can see the lights there now. Only small. So I'm going to blow the whistle. Warning everybody. Switch that off. We'll go after the point work here, so this needs to be switched. Yep. Next one's okay. This one needs to be switched. That's okay. We won't worry about the main line yet. And over here, this point needs to be switched so she can get out onto the furthest road. So let's see how reliable this locomotive is now. Yeah, that website I was talking about, the 2D53, that actually was the last working of the Class 24 in 1981. That's when these locomotives were retired. I'm just getting an overall aerial shot here. You see her going over the point mark. This locomotive worked the CMX wagon on track cleaning duties until I bought the SD90 Union Pacific locomotive. You can see how really reliable this is. Now I'll try and slow her down once she gets past the point mark. Come to rest. Now I have to change the point arc again, and that's set for her to exit the main line. I'll switch the point on the main line. Okay, Around here. And get a nice shot of her coming out. Don't do all this in real time. So let's switch the direction. There you go. There's a delayed action on the throttle. Move back out a bit. You can see she's traversing all the point mark real happily. No issues at all. She's coming out on the main line now from the yards. And these locomotives worked everything really, from light goods, mail parcel trains, and we worked passenger. Switch the point there. Actually, let me see. Function 8. Is that fresh? Maybe it is. Maybe it's not. That's function 3, just one of the horns. Alright, let's take her away. Its 6th sister class, the 25, class 25. There was 327 of them built. And that's why they were known as rats by enthusiasts. They were everywhere. have a couple of videos coming up, hopefully soon. As soon as I can, I'm going to go through the fleet. Run through the fleet. What I have here on the layout, I have 56 locomotives within the fleet, and I'll run through them. That will be one video. And another video, I'm going to have just a look at one more locomotive on the layout, and then I'm going to do a running session video. Until next time, hope everyone takes care, look after yourselves, and I'll be back as soon as I can for another video. Until then, take care.